the last time we heard from Richard Sherman, it was like about to happen, right? That was about a month ago.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it came from Richard Sherman himself. He was on a podcast or something.
Yeah.
And he said that he was talking to a handful of teams, the 49ers, Seahawks, Saints, and the Raiders. And
so many teams.
Yeah, I'm a little Richard Sherman out personally.
Yeah.
And I'm very selective of like who I follow on Twitter as well when it comes to athletes, because normally there's not a lot there. Like it's normally like very
watch me work out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the most boring video you could post. Here I am doing curls.
It's all just sort of very like self-promotion. Just I don't know.
We don't.
But he did have a good moment a couple of years ago. So Sherman's deal, he's his own agent, right? So people within the media blasted him for this decision. They said, "Oh, this is going to backfire. You're going to end up making less money," and they just thought it was a bad look. And he didn't say anything at the time, but then I think he made he won some award or something, made like the pro team. I don't know. But something happened where he got an accomplishment, and he then went on Twitter and started retweeting all these people who just gave him a bad time, bashed him.
Said took a page out of your book.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, so I grew a lot of respect for him for that. But more recently he came out, he said he's talking to these teams, and we haven't heard anything for a month now. So,
but there's been an evolution. Like during the season when he was on the 49ers, he had a press conference. It was like, I'm going to be too expensive. Look, you don't understand. They got to re-sign Fred Warner and Trent Williams. There's not enough money to go around. I'm going to be too expensive. Now the Niners just created another $9 million in cap space when Weston Richburg retires. They actually have among the most cap space in the league. I mean, they got like $27 million. They could sign Richard Sherman whenever they want to. So it started off with, I'm too expensive. And then it morphed into, well, there's a bunch of teams that want me. I got to make a decision. And now it's waiting for the next report. Richard, it's time. You got to get back in the news cycle, man.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He's trying to get in the news cycle. The one team that really made me skeptical about it was when he mentioned the Seahawks, because that was his whole thing. He wanted out of Seattle. He didn't.
And they wanted him out of there.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
And now all of a sudden, he's this aging vet. He severely limits your defense. I think, it's well documented at this point. You put him out there and it really hampers what you can do as a defensive coordinator. So,
he talks too much. He's like the team spokesman, and he's not as good as he was 5 years ago. Other than all that, I think he'd be a really good signing for any team that wants a motivational speaker. I don't know.
Like a living anchor on the field.
An agent. Yeah.
An agent. An agent for the rest of the players.
It's a terrific agent.
Yeah.
Arguably a better agent than cornerback at this point.
But yeah, him saying these things, like, I don't doubt that he's had discussions with them. Maybe he's gotten the phone with someone who represents these teams. Sure.
Hey, could you patch me through to John Lynch?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll call back. Well, that was a discussion. We just had a discussion.
He's kind of like that kid in elementary school who would just make up lies and just rumors. I'm not saying that he's lying. Again, he's
the kid who was like, man, I got 4 Babe Ruths at home. I got 4 Babe Ruths mint condition. What do you mean you got 4 Babe Ruths? Yeah, man, I got 4. What do you want? I could trade. I can't bring him now, but I'll show him when he gets to my house.
Right.
But you have to give me the Griffey right now. All right, and I would do that.
I'm just saying, it seems like he's stretching the truth a little bit here, and I'm very skeptical about any of these teams wanting to sign him at this point. I think, and he's good for him. He set himself up where he's sort of marketing things on his Twitter account now, and he's got a podcast going on. I think he's set up. I think it's time for him to move forward with his career, because I don't know about any of these teams being serious about signing him.
If we're the same age as Richard Sherman. I mean, we could definitely relate. We've pretty much had a similar life and accomplished the same amount of things, and made about the same amount of money. So if we were in his position now, right? Me too.
Yeah. You're still working on it, man.
I'm working on it. But if we were in a position like him, where we're an aging player, but also an agent, wouldn't you almost owe it to yourself to lie like this in the media? I mean, that's what agents do.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of interest.
Right. It was good for him, the first time around. He played agent the first time. I think it would have been beneficial if he hired an agent this time around. Someone who has a little bit of a better poker face, where, they should
help your career. Yeah.
I think it would have helped him out a little bit more this offseason.
Hey, Richard, if you hire me as your agent, then that's one less person talking about how awful you are in man-to-man coverage. I think Richard Sherman's a free agent right now because of you. You were just too rude, too mean, and people listen, man.
You know what? That's not true. I think
scathing critiques.
Wait a minute. No, you were the person that was mean to him.
I've always given history. No, it's not like he blocked me. Wait.
Yeah, I know you've been Mr. Positivity over the past month and a half all of a sudden, but yeah, no. A lot of the Richard Sherman hate that was formed out of the 49ers fans spawned from you.
Yeah, right.
Your articles. Yeah.
Prove it. I want to see 8 pieces of evidence. All right, we got to move on.
I'm not sure.
Good luck, Richard. Good luck. I'm pulling for you. I think you're a hell of a player.
That's bold asking me to prove it as well. You know I am.